Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, you probably don't know anything about me. My name is Leah. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. In this video, I want to show you how I turned a $150 investment into thousands and thousands of dollars of profitable content. So if you're interested in that, just keep on watching. So I want to just put this out there first and foremost. If you have a phone, you definitely can do this. It's really not that complicated. It really just takes some planning. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I have several businesses. I knew that I always wanted to work for myself, so I just really made it happen for myself. And you could do the same thing too. I never ever even imagined that I would be in the industry that I currently work in. So a few years ago, I opened up an online store, an e-commerce store, and I was selling furniture. When the pandemic happened, I experienced huge delays in production, and then shipping costs soared. It like skyrocketed. Freight costs were already very expensive, but it just skyrocketed even more. So I knew that I had to pivot and change and do something different. So I moved into the space of selling home accessories. So sometimes when you're in business, it is really necessary to evaluate things to see if it's going to continuously make you profitable. And if it's not, it might not be a good idea to quit the business, but rather to pivot and switch to do something else. My background is banking. I've been a lender for many years. The banks that I worked for always required me to be a notary. So I found out that with my Notary Stamp, I was able to make thousands of dollars every month too. So it was really great. I never imagined that I would be in a business as a notary working for myself. In addition to that, I now coach notaries and I mentor notaries and I help them to build their businesses and to also be profitable. So that's just kind of like a quick little snapshot of the businesses that I have. But let's talk about the content that I produce for my business. So last year, I was always spending money with a professional photographer. I was spending like $300 to $500 per shoot with a professional photographer, and he was great and the photos were amazing. However, my vision was not always captured in those photos. My daughter, who some of you guys might know that she works with me, she actually said, "Mom, look, we could start taking these photos ourselves. It's pretty simple. I could help you. We could take the photos ourselves." So I was like, okay, I'm open for it because I really wanted to capture what I was looking for. I went on a website called PeerSpace. PeerSpace is a website, if you kind of like think of it conceptually like Airbnb. You book an Airbnb to spend the night at a person's home or a person's apartment. PeerSpace is where you could basically rent a space for a few hours. So you could rent it for a number of reasons. This is the space that my daughter found. I loved it. I loved the colors. I love that there were different zones to have a different aesthetic. So if you're doing like a brand photo shoot, just look at the space through the lens of understanding everything that you can actually do. I started taking photos with my iPhone. I filmed my videos on my iPhone, so that was really nothing new, actually using the iPhone to produce content. But we decided to actually do a photo shoot at PeerSpace. So it was just she and I'm going to show you guys footage in this video. So let me tell you about the content that we were producing. So I have two websites. So with one of the websites, I was shooting content for a course that I was introducing. For the other website, I was shooting actual products, physical products, and videos on how to actually use the product. My daughter shot content for her business. In addition to that, I also had a sponsored video to do on YouTube. So I used this one booking to film all of this content. And I hope that I'm not leaving anything out. But let me just show you guys some of the footage. When my daughter first showed me this space online, I fell in love with it because of all of the natural lighting. And when I got here, I just knew that I made the right decision. Everything was even better than I expected it to be. I really wanted a place with great lighting for obvious reasons. The host also had box lights that we could rent. However, we brought our own, so that was a way that we saved on expenses. And when you're booking your place, just be sure to check what amenities are available to you. For instance, these paper backdrops were available to us to use, and he had several colors for us to choose from. He was also really gracious because he said that we could move anything around in whatever way that we wanted, and we didn't have to worry about putting everything exactly back the way it was because there is a cleaning fee. So check that out in the description box whenever you do book your space with PeerSpace. So some things that helped us to be efficient when getting our photos and videos out was, number one, we brain dumped ahead of time. We thought about everything that we wanted to create for all of the businesses that I mentioned to you guys beforehand. So we knew we wanted to create some reels. We knew we needed some photos. We wanted to do a YouTube short, and then we also wanted to do a YouTube video. So we got all of those things done. The next thing we did was time blocked. So we estimated how much time each item would take. So estimated how much time each video and photo segment would actually take. Then the next thing we did was wrote a to-do list of items that we actually needed to pack. So that way we weren't leaving any stone unturned. You know what I mean? We both agree that batch creating content is a huge time saver. But one thing that I really love about batch creating is you already are in like full creation mode. It's not like you just do a couple of photos and then you stop. You're doing photo after photo after photo. So your creativity really sparks and you could sometimes try new things. So we always allow room for experimenting because we don't want to be so rigid that we are not really letting ourselves create the best content that we possibly can. So it's 10:32 and we just have finished. We got the car packed up, as y'all can see back there. And I think we did pretty good. What do you think?
I think we did great.
Yeah, me too. So we're hungry. We have not eaten at all. So we're going to go ahead and get something to eat. We're going to breakfast at Barney's. I've never been there before, but my daughter is the plug for food places. So she's always putting me onto something new. But chances you could talk to them about how you came about finding the place and stuff like that. So because yeah.
Okay. If any of you guys shoot content, whether it's for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, if you have a blog, anything of that nature, sometimes it can be difficult to try to do everything at your home office. So I gave my mom the suggestion to rent out a space. So if you go to PeerSpace.com, they'll show you so many different rental spaces in your area. It's a setup similar to Airbnb, but instead of you staying there for the night, you rent it by the hour to take pictures or to host an event or anything of that nature. So we found this place. It really matched with the aesthetic my mom has for the website, same color scheme, and so we went ahead and booked it. Some of the places allow you to do instant booking. Ours, we had to get ours to be approved, but it was approved in less than 30 minutes. We did it about a week ago. We booked it and it was great. So definitely recommend, even if you're not, even if you don't consider yourself to be at a professional level, a lot of the spaces do offer lighting rentals. Ours even came with backdrops for free, lots of props, and then they allow you to bring your own props in. So if you have a certain product that you want to showcase, or if you have your laptop or anything of that nature, you can bring in. And honestly, today we just shot with our phones. If you guys watch my mom's YouTube channel, she shoots with her phone. So that's what we use today to take our pictures and videos.
Yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it, and I thought the price was really good too. So it was $50 an hour, and we felt like 2 hours would be sufficient. We did plan out our content, and we had a pretty good idea of what we were going to be doing first. So, but we just had to talk through the space, because being physically in the space, and it's like, okay, we could do this on the couch, we could do this on the stage, and so on and so forth. So it's that sort of thing. So I ended up texting him and asking him if we could pay for another hour, and he said yes. So we did, and we didn't need the full hour. We ended up breaking down and everything. Well, yeah, I guess we did need the full hour because we were exiting when the hour was up, but we were finished with everything before that full hour was up, is what I'm trying to say. So it was pretty good, and I can't wait for it. I think we did really well because we shot content for the e-commerce store, for the e-commerce website, for Boss Up with Leah YouTube, for Boss Up with Leah Instagram. She shot some content. I think we did exceptionally well with the content. I'm very excited to get it out. We have a lot of things coming up with the separate platforms. So yeah, we highly recommend it. You pay a cleaning fee, and the cleaning fee was minimal, maybe $15. So that does take some of the stress off of you. We were shooting Pampas Grass because we're releasing that for the e-commerce store. So it did take stress off of me, like, do I need to bring a broom and paper towels and a dustpan and all that, knowing that we had a cleaning fee, so that was good. So, and our host was really nice. So if we want to use that space again, we definitely will be renting it from him. But I could definitely foresee us doing this more in the future. We're going to eat, go home, and get some things together for the content, like starting to edit it. But that's pretty much it. So we appreciate you guys watching, and if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll also have her Instagram left down below in case you guys are interested in knowing what she's doing. She helps me tremendously with my businesses. And she also is going to be teaching a social media marketing segment on the Mentorship Academy for notaries. And if you are in need of some notary help, if you're wanting to do much better with your business, get really clear on what you could do with your business and whatever else in between, sign up for it. We appreciate y'all watching. We're going to go ahead and end this here. So see y'all later. Bye.